Welcome back to Lou's Demos. Today we're going to talk about wireless, how to set it up on a home router. So I'm using my Synology router, so everybody's router is going to look slightly different. Most of the features are going to be the same and maybe slightly different. So an example here's the icon to open up wireless. So here it shows your wireless standards. Here, looking into our wireless setup, so we can essentially have the 2.4 gigahertz, 5 gigahertz. Some may put both of them together, some may do it individually. So let's go and look at some of the components here. So here we can have a custom theme. We can have an auto theme. So here we're going to have some type of our SSID. What is our wireless name that we're broadcasting? Could be simple as test, could be whatever. The best thing to do is never use the default one. And then we have different levels of security. So in this particular router, you can see we have a large selection of security we can use. We can use none, which would be clear text. Anybody can join our network as long as they know our SSID. We can use WEP. WEP is kind of pretty much broken, so would not recommend that. Then you have WPA. You have WPA2. And now the new one, WPA3. So you have personal and enterprise versions of these. So if you're using it in a home, well, then you're going to want to choose a home environment setting. So you want to set up a password. Again, don't use the default one that's in the box. Make something new. One of the things you should do is change it. Change your password periodically. It is a pain because then you got to change all these different devices. As time goes on, people have, roughly 35 different devices on their home network, from their refrigerator to their doorbell, and majority of it's all going to be wireless. So it is a little bit of a pain, but it is something you may want to think about, because as time as hardware gets faster, and we'll be able to break wireless quicker. So that's the reason why you want to have some type of password rotation. And then also too, that helps keep all the neighbors and whoever else that uses your Wi-Fi that you may or may not know. Because an example, you have people come over, they'll ask you your Wi-Fi password. So here we have our different modes. So in this particular one, we have auto, channels. These are the different channels you can choose in the 5 gigahertz. And then in the 2.4, you got your 11 channels, so you'd want to use 1, 6, or 11, because you don't want to use 1 and 2 because they overlap each other. And then if you have a USB, you may want a USB 3.0 device attached on the router, you may want to downgrade that speed. It supposedly maybe affects 2.4 gigahertz. Who knows? I don't know for sure. And then you can do some key rotations, like how often is the keys going to rotate? Are you offering? How many channels are you offering? In the 2.4, again, how many channels you're offering. So your transmit power. So some of these will give you this ability. So high is not a really great idea. What you want to do is start with low and move your AP, move it around if you can. If you can't, but set it on low, test your area first, and then see how that works. Then if it doesn't work, go to medium and then go to high, because you don't want a high just saturating the houses next to you. So you want something that gives you good coverage. So try each one out and see if you get your coverage that you need. And then depending on the type of device you have, you can enable a schedule. So like an example, if you're, if you don't need wireless 24/7, set up a schedule. So this way, if you get the hacker neighbor that wants to hack into your network, he has to do it during the time you're using the wireless versus the time you're not using wireless, like when you're asleep. So it's a good option. And then you're going to apply your changes. Here we can see all the different devices. I currently don't have any devices on here. We can add a guest SSID, so we can say, okay, the radio's on. We can enable a 5, a 2.4 guest. Again, we could do the same level encryption, make it none, however we want. How many connections? So I would lower that. I wouldn't want that many people connected. I wouldn't want that many guests connected to my home network. And again, you may or may not have these features depending on your environment. And again, same thing, WPA2, WEP, WPA 1, 2, 3. It all again varies on what OS you have. And again, just hit yes to save. You can also set up guest network where they're always enabled or valid for an hour. So you can say, hey, this is how much it's valid for. You can do a guest portal, so you can limit their session for a day. You can redirect them to a URL page, make your own custom page, however you want to handle it. Again, some of those features is based on the router you have. And of course we can do, I'm not going to save this change, so I'm just going to check it. And we can do MAC filtering, so we can create a deny policy or an add policy where we're only going to allow these people with these MAC addresses. So it is a layer of protection. Some people say it's not. I don't know. I'm kind of torn between the two of them. But if you look at the theory of security, it's layers like an onion. So why not? Again, you have to have a list of all your MAC addresses. And what's nice, that's an easy way of doing it, because most routers, because you're running your DHCP on it, you can go to your network tab and go to your DHCP clients, and you can get your MAC addresses. So you can turn it off, get everybody to join, and then copy and paste the MAC addresses into a text document. Makes it nice and easy. So that's about it. To set up wireless, other than having a DHCP server and all that that's already running in your routers, so not a big deal on that part. Alright, it's been a quick tutorial using a consumer router. Thanks for watching.